today we're going to talk about one of my favorite players in the NBA that is playing at a high level. And his name is Anthony Edwards, a.k.a. Ant-Man. And we're going to get into it. Before we get started on that, I want to tell you guys to hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, share, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell whoever to support my channel. And today we're going to get into one of my favorite players in the NBA, a guy that I've been a fan of for years, and his name is Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves. This dude, Anthony Edwards, is just on another level. This dude has taken his game up to another level. This dude is playing unbelievable basketball right now. Anthony Edwards. And if you look at what he's done over the course of the season, this dude is averaging nearly 30 points a game, nearly 5 rebounds a game, nearly 4 assists a game. And he's shooting 50% from the field and over 41% from three with a true shooting percentage of 63. All career highs. This dude, Anthony Edwards, what he's doing this season is just absurd. He's having an absurd season. I'm gonna take it a step further when it comes to Anthony Edwards with what I've seen this year. He's looking like a young Michael Jordan-esque, dare I say? You know, you look at his numbers. I mean, they're Michael Jordan-esque. When you talk about what this dude is doing from an efficiency standpoint, and he's doing it as a two guard, as a shooting guard. How many shooting guards in the league are putting up this level of efficiency? You know, there's not many shooting guards in the league that's been this efficient the way Anthony Edwards is. I mean, maybe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and some would classify him as a point guard as opposed to a two guard, whatever, you know, y'all feel about that. But Anthony Edwards is just, he's been incredible. He's incredible. And this is a dude, and what I appreciate about Anthony Edwards is every year in this league, he's gotten better. He's worked on his game. He's improved his game. And every single year, you look at his scoring averages from when he was a rookie to now in his sixth season in the league. They've all gone up every single year. From 19 points a game to 21 points a game to 24 points a game to 25 points a game to 27 points a game to 29 to 30 points a game. Every year, his scoring averages has gone up. Every year. You look at his efficiency. Every year, gone up. His true shooting percentages when he was a rookie was at 52, and now it's at 63. They've gone up and up and up and up and up, increased every year. When your averages from an efficiency and scoring standpoint have improved every year, that means you're working on your game. That means you're in the gym every year, every offseason, dedicating your craft, doing whatever you need to do to get the best out of your ability. And that's what Anthony Edwards has done throughout his career, man. This dude has straight up worked on his game from when he first came into the league into where he is now. I mean, and I got to tell you, I don't know if you guys caught this game against the San Antonio Spurs over the weekend, but Anthony Edwards had 55 points on 19 of 33 shooting and 9 of 16 from three. And if you watch that game against the San Antonio Spurs and you saw the amount of shots that Anthony Edwards was taking and making, they're jaw dropping. Like, this dude was just putting in work against the San Antonio Spurs. And yeah, I get it wasn't a loss, but man, I mean, this dude, Anthony Edwards, like, he was just hitting off the dribble threes. He was hitting mid post up shots, taking the ball to the rack, jab step, pull up, midi, turnaround jumpers, all of it. Catch and shoot threes, off screens, off pin downs, crossover, getting to the basket, spin move. He had a crossover spin move with Wemby guarding him, and it just didn't matter. He just hit a pull away jumper away from him. Just unbelievable shot making that Anthony Edwards displayed in that game against the San Antonio Spurs. And I'm watching this game, and Victor Wembanyama was doing his thing as well in that game. Victor Wembanyama, I think he had 35 points or something like that. But Victor Wembanyama and Anthony Edwards are going at each other. It was a show. Two of the potential faces in the league just going at it, back and forth, shot making after shot making after shot making plays after making plays after making plays. It was spectacular. And I'm just watching that game, and I'm watching Anthony Edwards, and I'm like, oh my God, this dude right here might be the face of the league. Anthony, like we talk about who's the potential face of the league, and there's always been, is it Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Is it Victor Wembanyama? Is it Nikola Jokic? Is it Giannis? Is it Wemby? And look, I think as of today, I think Nikola Jokic is the best player in the league still. But when you talk about faces of the NBA, it might be Anthony Edwards. It really might be Anthony Edwards, who's the guy that I think is who's the future face of the NBA. And he's spectacular. He is spectacular as a basketball player. And I gotta admit this, man. When Anthony Edwards was at Georgia, I didn't see this. I did not see this coming out of Anthony Edwards. I thought, when I watched him at Georgia, I thought he was talented. He saw some talent, but I thought he was raw. I didn't think he could shoot all that well. I just thought, he's going to come in the league, get buckets from time to time, be a little inefficient. I just wasn't, I wasn't sold on Anthony Edwards when he was at Georgia. I wasn't. But I got to tell you, he's won me. He's over the past 4 years, he's won me over. Anthony Edwards has won me over as a basketball fan. This dude right here, Anthony Edwards right here, man, this dude has a chance to go down as one of the all-time greats. And I'm dead serious when I'm saying that. He has that type of ability. He has that type of talent. Anthony Edwards, man, the NBA better watch out for this kid. This kid's coming. And like I said, man, he's taking his game up to another level without questioning. And you look at what he's done with the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're 27-16. They're fourth in the Western Conference. It's good. Solid. Good, very good, solid record. You playing elite basketball. Your team is in the top 5 in the Western Conference. You got to give the man his due, man. And the one thing that also bugged me about the news about the all-star selections and the starters who were named to be starters, Anthony Edwards was not a starter. The starters for the Western Conference was Victor Wembanyama, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Steph Curry. And I got to tell you, the fact that Anthony Edwards was not a starter for the Western Conference All-Star team is a flat out disgrace. It's disgraceful. It's a freaking shame that Anthony Edwards was not a starter in the All-Star game. With all due respect to Steph Curry, I love Steph, all-time great player. Love Steph. Anthony Edwards should have been an All-Star starter over Steph Curry. He absolutely. Anthony Edwards' team is fourth in the Western Conference. And you look at the numbers he's putting up, they're ridiculous. Let me repeat the numbers that Anthony Edwards is putting up this year. 30 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, 4 assists. This dude is shooting over 50% from the field and over 41% from 3. Anthony Edwards is doing this. Unbelievably efficient season that Anthony Edwards is putting forth for the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2026. This dude is ridiculous. And I don't know what the MVP ballot is gonna look like moving forward, but I gotta tell you, Anthony Edwards is in my top 3. He top 3. You can have Shai number 1. I can understand because the Oklahoma City Thunder have the best record in the league, so I can get behind that. Nikola Jokic is injured right now. He was playing great, but aside from that, Anthony Edwards is number 2 or 3 for me, depending on how you feel about Jokic and his injury. If he doesn't play in enough games or whatever, Anthony Edwards is right there behind him, behind those two, when it comes to guys who should be in the MVP conversation. Anthony Edwards, he's right there. He's been unreal this season. And look, man, every year we want to count out the Minnesota Timberwolves, and look, I've been guilty of it at times too. And look, I don't know if I'm sold on this team that they can beat OKC. I admit it. I don't think I trust them to beat OKC in the playoff series. But I gotta tell you, man, I have to give Minnesota a chance against everybody else in the playoffs. Like Denver, look, Nikola Jokic is Nikola Jokic, but Anthony Edwards ain't afraid of Nikola Jokic. I mean, we saw the Timberwolves beat the Denver Nuggets a couple of years ago in the playoffs, right? The San Antonio Spurs. Look, man, San Antonio, I love what they building right now, and I've said this about a month ago. San Antonio Spurs are here. They coming. They right there, but they also young and inexperienced. Like if you're Minnesota, you're like, we can take our chances against them. The Houston Rockets have been a little disappointing. And so if you're Minnesota, you got to believe you're better than them. You're definitely better than the Lakers. And so if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves, hey man, we got Ant-Man on our team playing at this level. We take our chances against anybody. At least that's how I'm thinking. If I'm Anthony Edwards, and if I'm a Minnesota Timberwolves fan looking at this team, and like you look at what Minnesota has, like it's outside of Ant-Man, Julius Randle's been playing good basketball. Rudy Gobert, still one of the best defending centers in the league. Jaden McDaniels has been playing good. You got Dante DiVincenzo, Naz Reid. Bones Highland's been giving them some decent minutes lately. That kid Johan Berenger, the rookie big man, like he's been giving them some decent minutes too. Like, yeah, Minnesota's kind of interesting. They got some interesting pieces. And look, like I said, OKC's the cream of the crop right now. But if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves, man, and how they've been playing and how Anthony Edwards looking like this, they got to punch his chance. And so, look, man, Anthony Edwards, man, like I said, man, this dude, I love this dude's game. I love the charisma. I love the magnetism, the aura, and you just look at how this dude plays basketball. This dude just does everything on the basketball court, man. And as a scorer, he just goes right at you. Like this dude can just get buckets in any way possible. Like I said, mid post, 3-pointers, off the dribble, off the catch, getting to the mid-range, getting to the bucket. He's dunking in your face. He's laughing at you while he's giving you work at the same time. And he can also play some defense as well. Anthony Edwards, man, he's that dude. And as someone that's from Atlanta, Georgia, as a Hawk fan, hey man, like I wish he was on in my team. I wish he was on the Atlanta Hawks, but that's another story for another day. But hey, man, Anthony Edwards. I mean, the NBA world better recognize, this dude right here, Anthony Edwards. For those of y'all that haven't been paying attention, this dude is taking this game up to another level, and that should be a scary sight for the rest of the NBA.